So Latino News, tell me a little bit more about um, what you all do here in the community and how long you all been here. I mean, been
Okay.
in business.
Yeah. So what I actually do is my parents came here about 24 years ago. When you first come to the United States, you are trying to figure out, how do I start from zero? How do I provide for my family? How do I, make the American dream happen? And for my parents, it was a little different when we came here. We came to Gadsden, Etowah County. That's where my upbringing took most part of my upbringing was.
Okay.
And so when we first came, my dad, there wasn't a large community. I mean, right now we make 4% of the state of Alabama, the
All
Hispanics do. But back then it was not 4%. But it was a large enough community that the first generation, they didn't really know what was going on. You didn't have resources. I think HICA hadn't even started, or other nonprofit organizations. So you would just rely mostly on the, like in the church or friends. And so for us, our family, our newspaper actually came from the church. My
right.
dad had the idea. His hobby is writing. He loves to write.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great writer in Spanish, let me tell
Mm-hmm.
you. Uh, and so he reached out to the priest and said, "Hey, in the bulletin, I just want to write a column in Spanish to let people know what's going on." And the priest lent us a hand, and he was like, "I have a better idea. Why don't you do a newsletter, and you sell the ads to cover the printing costs, and we'll help you get started so you can distribute this newsletter for the local community." And we started in Etowah County, and then we started expanding to Marshall County, which is Boaz, Abbeville, Fort Payne, and Fort Payne is more of DeKalb, but that's where we started expanding. And then we came to Jefferson County, and so we cover from Athens, Alabama, up north all the way to Montgomery, which is to the south. Everything in between, as long as you're one of the major Hispanic stores, and even small, but it's a large distribution for us, trying to cover the whole state, and we've been doing it for 24 years. It started as a monthly, then bi-weekly, and now we're weekly. So,
Okay.
and if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. I'm all about props and visuals, so.
Yeah, and it's free newspaper. Anybody that gets it, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we're free, and you'll find it at the Mexican grocery stores, some churches, most restaurants, but more like taquerias, like where the Hispanic community is. You might
Mhm.
not find it at your local Tex-Mex restaurant, but you'll definitely find it at where the most of the Hispanic community go to eat.
And so I could really see the newspaper be a great way if somebody's learning Spanish and definitely learn how to, because it's like you got something you can read out loud, and things like that.
Yeah,
And
I always
so,
tell people, if you look at it, an image is worth 1,000 words. So if you just look at it like, oh, well, they're talking about Mexico and United States, something's going on. And some words are, similar.
mhm,
And you have the flags here, it's celebrating a lot of, it's saying that Hispanics make 18.7%
mhm.
percent of the population in the United States, not Alabama, but throughout the whole United States. And here they're saying something about video games. You can kind of, I don't know if you
Yeah, I
can
see
find the
that.
picture. You're like, oh, they're talking about some video games. So it's interesting because the picture kind of gives you an idea of what the content might be talking about, or the article.
So, what challenges did your father face? I mean, other than just, I want to say, language barrier when he first brought the newspaper, out, was trying to get it out
I
there.
think for him, it was, taking that risk
Okay.
of starting over. I mean, because many people know my father, and I growing up, they were like, oh, the girl, Vanessa, the Heidelberg's daughter. I was the daughter, not Vanessa.
Mhm.
But I think it was, he took that step, and my parents knocked door to door or from grocery to grocery store, be like, this is
Mhm.
what we're doing, this is the plan. So it was the beginning stages, and I think that could be very challenging and scary, but they had the strength and and las ganas, the will, that's what we say,
Mhm.
the will to just move forward and make something for them. And they were successful, and this is their legacy to the community as
All right,
well.
so how many newspapers you all print a week for it?
Okay, so we covered 13 counties, and
Yeah.
we print about 8,000 newspapers.
Oh
Depending
wow.
on the holidays, it could be more. It's always seasonal. Like if during in the summer months, a lot of people go on vacation, so we kind of adapt to the needs. And like holidays are huge for us. I mean, Latinos, they go all out for the holidays, so
Mhm.
you have more. There are more newspapers being printed for
So
sure.
have advertisers, has it been more easier over the years to get more advertisers for the paper? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think it's very similar. I would say like newsprint, we go through ups and downs, and it's all
Mhm.
about creating those campaigns and what our readers might find attractive. So our like holidays are important, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
Hispanic Heritage Month. And it's not the same clients, they switch over, periodically, whether it's maybe if it's Mother's Day, more restaurants place ads because that's huge. You want to take the mom out because no moms want to cook.
Mhm.
And same for the fathers, they want to take them out and eat. But for the holidays, you'll see more of the grocery stores placing ads because they want to promote the ingredients to those traditional dishes that the Hispanic community does during the holidays for Christmas or New Year's.
Okay, so
Do you know what's happening in Birmingham? Find out now with the all-new What's Happening Birmingham app. Download today on Android, iPhone, and iPad for free. Get info on everything you need to know about local news, events, businesses, restaurants, and more. Visit our website, what'shappeningbirmingham.com, follow us on Twitter at HappeningBham, or call us at 205-538-4508. Download the What's Happening Birmingham app today. What's Happening Birmingham, your source for everything Birmingham.